I once said, never again. I sealed the door, tossed out the pen, swore off love like a tired refrain, just heartache dressed up as champagne. But then you came. No fireworks, no grand parade, just a smile. And my walls began to fade. I told myself, this won't be wise. But the truth burned through my practiced lies. Because how do you guard a heart already falling? How do you run when your soul starts calling? There was a war in my chest. Logic preaching less is best, but my heart, it whispered, try, even if we say goodbye. See, love never asks if the timing is right. It barges in like a thief in the night. I knew the risk, knew the cost, knew this could end in more than loss. But I loved you anyway, even knowing you might not stay. Even knowing I could end up broken, I offered pieces once unspoken. And maybe this won't last forever, but some moments outshine never. Some people, they're worth the fall, worth the crash, worth risking it all. I made a promise not to feel again. But you made me break it, with a touch, with a grin. So if this ends, and we drift apart, know you left fingerprints on my guarded heart. And I'll carry that, not as pain, but proof that even broken things can love again. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know where lovers are? He held my hand just yesterday. Now silence is the price I pay. We danced barefoot on the kitchen floor, laughed until our ribs felt sore. He sang off-key in pouring rain. Now all I taste is phantom pain. Twinkle, twinkle, overhead. Tell me why he left instead. Was it something that I missed? Did our magic cease to exist? He called me home, with eyes so wide. Now he's a ghost I cannot find. Left unseen, left in the cold. Our story stopped, but never told. I hum that lullaby at night, a prayer disguised in fairy light, like a child lost in a dream, asking stars what silence means. Are his lips now pressed to hers? Does he hum our song in slurs? Does he say the words he said to me, now soaked in a new melody? Twinkle, twinkle in the sky. Did he mean goodbye or lie? Is love that easy to undo, like sleep erasing morning dew? I'm left with echoes, left with doubt, with questions that can't scream or shout, like was I ever real at all? Or just a phase before the fall? Twinkle, twinkle, blinking light, I'm still awake at 3 each night. Not waiting, just remembering the way he made my soul take wing. But now those wings are clipped and sore. My heart still kneels at his closed door. So I look up and whisper low, where did my bright forever go? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder who you are. Up above the world so high, was I just your lullaby? I loved you in silence. No grand displays, no loud defiance. Just quiet stares across the room. And prayers whispered in the bloom of morning light when you walked by, while I stayed still, too shy to try. You never knew, or so I guess, how my heart would race in your simplest dress. You smiled at me like I was air, invisible but always there. I brought you lunch, I wrote you songs. I stayed beside you all along. When you cried, I held your pain, without asking for anything in gain. I was the shadow near your light, the hidden hand that tucked you right. And though you never called me mine, my soul stayed stitched along your spine. You asked once why I never fled, why I stayed when hope was dead. But if you could see what I can see, the fire you hide so quietly, the way your soul just softly glows, in silent storms you never show. You wouldn't ask why I remained, why every smile erased my pain. You wouldn't doubt the love I gave, or call it foolish, weak, or brave, because to me, you were the song that played within my heart all along. I never asked for you to feel the way I did, just something real. And even if your eyes won't see this quiet love that lives in me, I'll love you still, without a name, without a promise, without blame. You were the peace in every ache, the calm in every storm I take. So if you ask me why I stay, it's 'cause your light won't fade away. Even from afar, even without a sign, you were always worth the time. They say love is pure, that it's steady and sure. But how come your words don't echo anymore? You told me once, no one gets left behind. Yet here I am, trailing your silence blind. You looked me in the eyes, promised forever, but your warmth turned cold, like we never said never. I laughed, I smiled, I played along, I danced to your offbeat broken song. You didn't notice the cracks in my grin, but darling, I'm a liar. I tuck the pain in. I say I'm fine, though I ache every night. I say I've moved on, but I'm losing the fight. Your love was a flicker. Mine burned like fire. Yet I keep it all in, because I am a liar. I lie not to cheat, not to twist or deceive, but because I can't trust what hearts now believe. Life keeps on shifting. It's annoying, unkind. Just when you catch it, it leaves you behind. One day you're laughing, the next you're alone. One moment it's magic, then it turns into stone. So I bite back my truth. I swallow my cries. You'll never see me break, because I live behind lies. I feel too much, so I show too little. My soul's a storm, but I speak in riddles. And if you ever ask, did you ever care? I'll smirk and say no, though my heart's still there. Because it's easier to fake than admit I'm in pain. It's safer to break when you hide every chain. So here's my confession, my silent choir. I'm not heartless, I'm just a liar.